Hi guys, I hope the quality's okay here. This is a live broadcast, so it is what it is, and we have no idea until after the event. So last night I left you. We were in quite a good position. The rudder was kind of okay. It was quite stiff, but I basically put some water in there, and I'm going to explain all to this with you. I'm going to explain all this to you in a moment with the help of my diagram. It was another 2:30 in the morning finish last night, and to be honest, I'm starting to run out of steam a little bit. Anyway, so last night I left water in the rudder, and if I'll just go to my diagram now and I'll explain what's going on. Here we are. So the problem initially with this boat, going over what I said yesterday, but I just want to be a bit more clear about it. The problem was in this bush. There was lots of excessive play. So we've got the rudder shaft here, the bush, then the bush lives inside a stainless steel tube which is epoxied to the bottom of the boat. And basically I repaired the play in this bush. So I drilled holes in here, 3 different places, injected epoxy. That then crept up into the gap between the rudder stock and the bush, and that took out all the play and it fixed the problem. However, when you cure epoxy, you get amine sweating, which is some of the chemicals kind of leach out to the surface, and they're very sticky. So in between here and the rudder shaft there was a kind of sticky mess, and also there was the remnants of the car wax that I'd used as a release agent. So I knew this was going to be a problem, and the problem is getting this free. You have to get rid of all that gunk so that you've then got a nice free rudder shaft. So I started out, I've told you this yesterday, but I put in some water into the top of this stainless steel pipe, and then I added some baking soda, which is abrasive, and then I worked the steering, and my hope was that this abrasive paste would work its way down here and just kind of polish out some of that gunk and then wash out and downwards and out, which is what happened. It was kind of working quite well. So by the time I left last time, everything was hunky-dory. I came back, it was jammed, and I freed it again. So last night we had steering that was working, but there was a little bit stiff. This morning I'd filled this up with water last night just to try and wash out some gunk. This morning I woke up and I could turn our steering wheel with 2 fingers. So I thought, oh wow, fantastic. So I went down, had a chat to the guys here at the yard and etc. And yeah, we were all good to go. Everything was hunky-dory. And then as I continued to work the steering, because I wanted to be sure about this before we go in the water, I continued to work it, just try and get it nice and free, and it jammed again. But what happened this time is it jammed so hard that when I tried to release it, this stainless steel pipe started to rotate within its epoxied rudder base. So that's not good. That's kind of reduced my options a little bit, in the sense that if I wanted to this morning, I could have removed the rudder and worked on this bush. But that's not really an option now, easily anyway, because if I try and remove the rudder, the whole stainless steel tube will come out. That's not supposed to happen, and then I'd have a whole load of work to do. So what I did today was I have spent all day working on the rudder, which was supposed to have been pretty much finished, and I've had to do a similar process to what I did outside. I've now done inside. So I've drilled into the rudder support here, into the epoxied area, the fiberglass area, and I've injected epoxy, and I'm hoping that that has now crept up around here, around the stainless steel pipe. And I've also, yesterday where I did a little bit of epoxy and around the top, I've knocked all that off and I've done it properly with matting, with fiberglass matting, and I've reinforced that bit. I did it all in the dark, so I've got no idea. I think I did a pretty good job with my little head torch, but I won't find out until tomorrow when I've got some daylight to see it. So there we are, that's what we've got. Tomorrow morning, when this is all set, I will attempt to break free the rudder shaft from this bushing, and we'll see what happens. But we are no longer imminently going in the water. It depends how this goes tomorrow. You know, we might be lucky The best case scenario is that tomorrow that breaks where I want it to, and then I can probably go back to what I was doing before, put some baking soda in there, just try and open out this bush, because once it's free, it'll be free, and once it's not getting jammed anymore, this is the area that's going to wear, and as it wears, it's only going to get more and more loose as time goes on. But the initial part, when you've got all the gunk in there, that's what needs to be sorted out. The worst case scenario is tomorrow when I break it, well, it could break here again, where the area that I fixed today, that wouldn't be good. And another option is these could stay joined together, and it could start to rotate the bushing here within the stainless steel tube. So we'll see. Tomorrow's a new day. I've got no idea what it's going to bring, because that is the nature of the game. And a difficult thing is that people say, how long is it going to take? And you have no idea how to answer that, because it could be 10 minutes, it could be 6 days, you just don't know. So we will see what's going to happen. So today I'm feeling a little bit dejected, to be honest. I'm a bit disappointed. I've been a bit stressed earlier on. I was driving around trying to do things quickly, trying to get by things, and then there was traffic jams, all the usual things that happen when you're in a rush to do something. So there we are, that's where we're at today. I'm about to go to bed. Yes, bed. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. So thank you for watching, thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. And I hope that Emma and Rossella will be joining me in the video, so that you can not just see my ugly mug. Okay, that's it for now. Ciao. Let's see if I can end this without making myself look like an idiot.